Hello everyone, in front of the Fire Lord here with the Mastery 9 test. So for this one you cannot use your Warframe abilities, primary or secondary. It is a stealth only melee test. So for this I like using the throwable Glaive Prime. I am going to use it unmodded for this, so let's get right into it. You can use Redeemer Prime, and something I did notice is Prime Pressure, without Pressure Point, it will not one-shot enemies, so keep that in mind. Anyway, let's do the test. So this test is broken into three areas. The first area is pretty easy. There are only 3 enemies in it. Now, in order to start the test, you must throw or melee the first enemy. I like using a throwable weapon because it's easier. So you can knock both out pretty easily. Now you can either wait for the third one to come out in this area right here where I'm pointing at, or you can sneak around. I decided just to throw it at him that time. And each area unlocks once you finish off all the enemies. So there's going to be an enemy, as you saw on my right there. Personally, I would wait until he walks forward. He will turn his back to you at some point. I have tried to throw or kill him head on, and sometimes the distance will allow me to, sometimes it does not. It kind of depends. And keep in mind with throwable weapons, the charge rate is abysmal. So this enemy will come and I will miss again. Now, as you can tell, they have very high notice, so keep this in mind. The enemies here are a lot more aware, especially once their gun is up. When they're in the unaware select mode, they don't notice as much, but in this mode they are very aware and they'll just kind of stand there for a minute. Now you cannot just run up and smack him because they will notice, and sometimes even if you sneak behind them to kill him, they will auto look at you and detect you, so wait until he gets bored. And that happens. Then you can throw the weapon and kill him. That's why I love the Glaive, because if you miss, sometimes you can still hit them. The problem with Glaive is this: if you throw it, kind of realize that you have to aim higher than you intend to throw it, for the fact that you charge forward, and as well, you kind of seem to go down a bit. So keep that in mind. Enemies are pretty unaware, but when you're constantly throwing Glaive at them like I am, sometimes they'll notice and shoot you. So be aware. And as you can tell, using Glaive is a bit difficult at times, especially without mod. A mod I would definitely suggest using is Amalgam, the Amalgam Organ Shatter, because it has a better charge rate if you have that mod. Now this is the most difficult out of the 3. There's an enemy right here which I typically like to kill first, and then I try to rush the enemies on the side. And as you can see, I missed. Now do not do this. Something I'll show you. As you can see, you can go up here, and a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, just hide up here. They won't notice. No, they will. Even if they're in passive mode, you will get noticed. I got noticed by several by going up there, so stay down on the ground. The best solution I kind of noticed is killing him and then attacking these guys on the right or left. Typically taking out one side makes it pretty easy, because that way the enemies in the back won't actually notice you when they walk up, so you can worry about the entire rest of the group. Do realize that the back end will notice you, so try to hide a lot. So let's see, this is a strategy I've kind of solved. Take out this one guy right here on the right, and then wait. Watch as these guards will walk forward. 2 or 3 Grenadier walk forward. Get the guy on the back because he does come forward to you, but try to hold back, because the Glaive does throw you forward as you throw it, so guards will notice you a bit. Now kind of wait for them to kind of get into an open scenario where you can throw. The middle group guy is kind of who I like going for next, because that will just leave the 2 guys on the right and the 2 in the back. At that point you can kind of move around and try to find a better position to get the guys on the left. It's very much a mission of patience for this mission, because they will see dead bodies and they get alerted, and then you have to wait until they kind of, I don't know, gain amnesia and forget that their friend just died. So do not rush this test. As you can see, when you try to rush it or move through it quickly, if you're not 100% sure on where the enemies are, you will get spotted. It is quite a pain. So at this point you kind of just need to wait for these two guys to not notice you. Especially since this one is kind of much higher up, so he has a very good vantage point. And then you can get the final guy. He kind of just walks in a really weird circle. I don't know what the point of him is. Yeah. Try not to just throw your glaive at the wall as I do, or miss it entirely. Just go. There we go. And it has a Mastery Rank 9 test. So again, the first room and second room are easy. The third room is the most annoying, and that's where I suggest take on one side first. Do not go for the middle. He tends to, every time I did it, attacking the middle guy first, it seemed to kind of disrupt the entire flow of things, whereas if you attacked the right or left side first, they tend to not to notice as much. Thank you so much for watching. My name is In Front of the Firelord, and this is the Mastery Rank 9 test. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone. Take care all.